Hey, this is Nelson. Welcome back to the E-Ryders channel. Today I wanted to kind of go over the Himiway Big Dog. Himiway sent this big dog out to me last year for testing and review, so go ahead and check out the review video I did on that in the history of the channel. But let's go over and talk about some of the accessories, because some of the accessories on here are actual Himiway accessories you can buy off the site. So I kind of wanted to showcase that. Plus I've added a few things to this as well. And like with all accessories, I've posted the accessory links down below in the description so you can check that out. So if you don't already know, the Himiway is a brand that came out, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago, around there or something like that. And we did a review of the Cruiser, and then we did this Himiway Big Dog. All great bikes, great performing bikes. This is a workhorse, to be honest with you. This is a 400-pound capacity e-bike. And if I put accessories on a bike, I pretty much like it. You know, I've kind of claimed it, if you will. So I love this bike. So I'm going to show you exactly what I've done to it. Now, it doesn't have a mid-drive motor. I know that looks like a mid-drive motor that might be in there. It is a rear hub motor with some really nice mag wheels. I love those mag wheels. I prefer those over the spokes. So let's go ahead and start with the obvious, the Himiway bag. So as you know, this Himiway bag is on their website. If you want to check that out, it's under accessories. And it's very reminiscent to the Rockbros bags, meaning that these side compartments on either side, they do fold down. They have another large pocket that folds down to the side on each side, so you can carry more gear. It does have a reflective stripe on the sides and in the back, and as you know, that really goes with the reflective stripe on the tire. So you are going to be well seen at night, especially if you have the bag as well. Of course, you do have an integrated tail light and brake light, but the bag is pretty much the same. You got the bungee tie down, you got the rear bottle holder, or you can put whatever you want in there. You also have a little bungee cord cinch right here. With the Big Dog rear rack is extra wide. So the bag itself with the original Velcro straps would not reach all the way around. So you can go buy, a 4-inch, a couple of 4-inch Velcro straps, and you can basically just extend the existing straps. Doesn't cost much. Like I said, I'll put the links down below. So if you want to attach your Himiway bag to your Big Dog bike rack, just buy the extensions, the Velcro extensions. It's like less than $10. But it's so worth being able to put your bag on the back of here, because right now as it sits, you can only tie it down up front right here. So the sides, you would have to buy those extensions so you could wrap it around and underneath the bike rack. So the compartment, as you know, if you've seen the Rockbros bags, doing this one-handed, you got inserts and dividers in here, a little pocket there. You also have an extra zipper that will raise this up a few more inches, so you get some extra height. Now, just so you know, these zippers are also waterproof. Along with this bag, the outer material of this bag is like a hard shell, material. It does have that nice carbon fiber look to it. So that is the bag. It does have a carry handle, so if you were going to take this, around town and maybe park your bike or go to work, you can take your bag off, maybe throw your lunch or some books. Or I always like to keep my charger with me wherever I go. That way, if I'm somewhere like at a park and they have a plug-in, I could plug in, or at a friend's house, I could plug in. So I always take my charger and I put it in one of the pockets of the bag. So that is the Himiway bag. It's a really cool bag. I think it's approximately $100. It could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit less. Prices do change. So next Himiway item that I have is the lock. And I just have it strapped around the tube here, the seat post tube. Now there are other, if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of space. I mean, you could put your whole hand through here and right here. You could you put other accessories through here, tie them down, strap them down. There's a lot of room to play with right back here behind the seat tube for the Himiway Big Dog. But the bike lock is really simple. You just push that up, and then you can slide out. I'm just doing this with one hand. You can slide out the lock, and it's one of these, just like this. Yeah, gotta zoom out here, but you can see there's quite a bit of slack to really wrap around a tire and then whatever frame that you're going to tie it down to, and it just rolls right back up. Now I'm not going to do this the entire time, but maybe I will. It's going faster than I thought. Almost there, almost there. All right, I did it with one hand. So it just slides right back in there, just like this. And then that top piece just keeps it from falling out. All right, another Himiway accessory is that front basket. Again, it's on their website. This is what the front basket looks like. Nice wood. Also matches the rear rack with the wood. The flat black paint is really nice. And then right next to it is an adjustable stem. Also, Himiway, you can buy an adjustable stem which you can raise your handlebars even higher. So when you're sitting on it, you're sitting more upright. You don't have to lean forward as much. Now it's already good as it is because Himiway has provided with the Big Dog a BMX style handlebar, which means you're getting some real estate down here and you're getting a lot of real estate up on top. Okay. Now the display they give you, the stock display, I mean, you could put on top, or you could on top of here, or you could put it down below. That's really up to you. I have a few accessories up here, and I'll go through those in a second. But you can get that stem adjuster or adjustable stem on the website, which could raise the handlebars even higher than they already are with the BMX handlebars. Next Himiway product is the Bluetooth speaker. I have it upside down, but this is what it looks like. It's got your power button, plus, minus for volume. But yeah, it is attached like this. It's just a little screw to quickly screw it off, screw it back in. And then, again, look at all this real estate you have on the top bar. I mean, I could put this over here even further. I will do that right now. All right. So I have taken off the original display, the Himiway display. Now Himiway does have a new display. Unfortunately I don't have that to test out. Maybe someday in the future, if I get maybe a Zebra. That's one bike I've been hoping to review and test is a Himiway Zebra. If I get one of those, maybe I can get the new display and we'll go over the display. But right now, I took off the old original display because one is it was just an LCD display. It was a little boring, but I mean it did its job. Okay, it gave you the essential information you really need. So, but I wanted to take it a step further, and here's an aftermarket display. I'm going to turn that on right now. So this is what it looks like for the controls. If my camera would zoom in and focus. All right, so press and hold the top. It is a color display. All right, so with the new display, you actually get miles, which are a little different. But anyway, I think it's either press the two buttons right here, Here we go. One of the key features of this aftermarket display is its ability to offer a lot of setting options in the menu. So as you see, you have the wheel size, 22 inch. It's a 20x4 bike, but because it's a thick tire, I bumped it up a couple more inches. That way you get a more accurate reading on speed and miles and all that stuff. So next is speed limit. And it's set to the highest it can go. Now, this is where there's a huge difference between the Himiway display and this aftermarket display. That you can bump up the speed even higher. Now, you're not going to, go 50 miles an hour, but you can actually get a few more miles per hour faster. And everyone, who knows what those few extra miles per hour can do, but especially when you're passing somebody on a bike trail or something. So anyway, that is that. Then we go down to brightness. So if you want to control the brightness of this display, you can bring it down, go up. Voltage. It's a 48 volt, so we're going to keep, it does go up to 52, but we're not going to do that because it's not a 52 volt bike. It is a 48, so we're going to keep that. Now also, you see each battery bar, what you see right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you see the volts per. So for each battery level, it's showing you what volts are being thrown into the bike for power while it's on that battery level. So that's what that's all about. And you got advanced. You got your speed sensors, which are the sensors, I believe, for the cadence sensor. And you have assist numbers. You have the power set 1 through 5. This is pedal assist levels. You could change that. Right now it's set for 5 levels of pedal assist. I believe you can go to 7 and even 9. Let's go ahead and try that out. Actually first, if you're going to set 1 through 5, you could set each individual power for each individual pedal assist level. So pedal assist 1, I got 25% power for assisting. And then if you go down to 2, pedal assist 2, I get 40%. And then on pedal assist 3, I'm getting 60%. And then pedal assist 4, I'm getting 80. And pedal assist 5, I'm getting 100%. So that is that. But you can also, there we go, there it is. So you have, actually, the lowest you can go is 3 pedal assist levels. And there's the highest is 9. There's a 7. And there's a 5. And I don't like to start off with 0. I like to start off with a 1. So I'm gonna do a 1, 5, just like that. All right, and again, I'm gonna keep all that the same. We go down to the controller. It's a 22 amp controller, so we're going to keep that. I believe, let's see how high this goes. So it goes up to 25, but we don't have a 25. We're going to keep it down at 22 because we don't want to, overexert the motor. Sensitivity, a slow start. You could set it to where the bike doesn't jerk and just start slowly. And then you have the percent or voltage. This is how you want to, if you want to see the voltage on your display of the battery, or if you want to see the percent left of your battery. All right, and go down to, I prefer the percent myself. All right, we go back. And then we have dormancy, which is basically just a sleep timer. If the bike remains inactive for a certain amount of time, it goes all the way down to 1 minute, turn it off, and it goes as high as 9 minutes. I like 5. That way the bike shuts off, doesn't drain the battery. And a couple more. We have unit. This is basically imperial or metric. Of course, we're in the US. We use imperial for miles. And you can set a password for your bike if you'd like, to keep others from accessing the motor and the display. You can go back to factory reset if you'd like. Display is basically the trip reset. And then you have the exit. All right, so there we are, right back there. We have, you can switch modes. You can go to 4 miles on the odometer. I had this bike up to 34 miles per hour max. Average 3.4 miles per hour. That's just, we test it out. We take videos, so we just go average, real casual speed. So yeah, that is just shifting through using the information button. Let's stop at odometer. So let's go down to the next piece that I've installed is a rear view camera. I'm gonna put my hand back here. Hello, hand. Now, instead of putting mirrors and having the mirrors stick out or become intrusive, I basically just use the bottom part of the BMX handlebar. There's actually a phone holder, and again, I'll put that description, the link in the description for these phone holders, and it opens just wide enough to clamp down on this screen for the camera. So I don't know if that's coming in very clear or not. Of course, it's getting a little bit of whitewash because it's, the light is outside my garage. Now I have this wired. I'll show you how it's hooked up. I have it hooked up just like that in the back. And then you do have a charging port right there. Speaking of charger ports, I also forgot to mention that the aftermarket display does come with a USB charging port. So if you wanted to charge your cell phone right here, let's say you have your cell phone right here or a Bluetooth device, you can plug it into your display and it'll be charged from your battery. So that's a good thing. So anyway, you have your charging port right here, and you have your video cable going in. And I have it set where I bought these little cable holders for one, because I can't really strap anything around the tube because the battery is right here. As you know, this huge battery does drop out from underneath the tube. So I just put these cable liners right here that just keep the cable in a straight line, and I just run it all the way up through here. And then not back here, I've used the cable ties because I can wrap it around. And then it's all underneath, and then it runs right back here to the camera. Now, I'm going to show you how this camera is up there. Now, this is adjustable. I could move this up or down because you can see it has a little hinge right there. So that's what it looks like in the center, maybe from the side. So you can see right here, it does have a very wide view also. So the view you have in the back, you can pretty much see everything on both sides behind you, which is, I think, really nice. All right, so another thing I have up front is just a phone holder. In fact, it's almost the same, or if not identical, with just a little different coloring as the one that's holding up the camera display. And then, of course, another thing that I've done to it is I've gotten rid of the stock hand grips, because as nice as they are and as comfortable as they are, leather wrapped, stitching, they do tend to slide and turn. So I bought these Rockbros locking grips. They still got that leather type feel with the stitching, but they do have this little gel pocket thing right here for the palm. So you do get a little bit of extra padding. but it keeps that. It does, like I said, does give you that feel of leather. So it's gonna still feel like, the original grips, with the addition to this gel padding and then these clamps that'll keep it from spinning in the handlebars. And I took off the half twist throttle because I prefer the thumb throttles. To me, it's just a bit safer. I've made a couple of videos on swapping out half twist throttles and putting on the thumb throttles. Another thing I really like, I didn't do anything to this. This is stock, the Shimano 7-speed shifter, but I love the fact that it's black and not that gray one that sticks up so high. I think they should all be pretty much black, but that's just me. What else do we have? Oh, we have the bottle holders, of course. You probably noticed that early on. Again, I've done a couple of videos on these bottle holders. There is a bracket that attaches to these 4 screws. Now, of course, it's behind the basket. And that bracket, you can put on bottle holders. And once the bottle holders are on, you can put in your bottles. All right, so here's another Himiway item. This is also an accessory store, is a helmet. I don't know what rating the helmet is to be exact, but I'm sure it's sufficient for a class 2. It does have a nice red insert. I believe it's removable, like Velcro removable. So if you wanted to clean it, you could. And it is padded too, so it's even got extra padding. So that's not bad. You got your padded chin strap. It's red to match. It is adjustable. You have the adjusting knob right there. You also have a USB, a little port there to mini USB to charge your helmet. You're thinking, charge your helmet? What do you mean charge your helmet? Well, it does have lights. Now, we have I don't know which one's the power button. I think it might be this one. There we go. This is the front headlight. So that just turns it on. I think you have different modes. Yeah, so we have a couple different brightnesses and strobe. So it's off. That's one brightness. That's another one. And that's a strobe. All right, so that's the front light. And that is this button on the right. And this button on the left is another light. I know it does look blue. It's a red and bluish kind of color. Now you also get it on the sides, both sides, and then in the back. Now press it again for a different mode. All right, press it again for a different mode. Looks like it just stays on on that mode, and then it's off. So this is the Himiway helmet, again available on their website. If you don't have a helmet, it's probably a good idea to get one. And if you're already buying a Himiway bike, you might as well get the helmet from their website because you're already going to get an additional light. So if you need to step off your bike, because your bike will give you, a headlight, but if you're going to step off your bike, maybe go to into a little off trail while your bike is parked on the bike trail, you just need to go in off the path a little bit for any reason whatsoever. Bathroom. You do have a headlight on your head on the helmet, so this is a good thing. I would definitely take advantage of getting a helmet when you buy your bike. Now I did take off the stock seat that was on here, and I'm a big guy and I prefer a wide seat, and I've done a few seats. I've done Cloud 9s. I've done some really weird looking wing seats that really look outrageous, like just kind of like this bow inward. And I found the Schwinn to be probably one of my most favorite seats. It's very, very comfortable. As you can see, it's also very wide. So that's the thickness of it. Does have some really nice stitching. Again, by Schwinn. Definitely check this bike seat out if you're a bigger person or you just want a little bit more comfort to feel stable on the seat. Check this out for sure. Again, links down below in the description. And one more thing I forgot to mention is fishing pole holder. Yes, if you like to fish and you don't want to carry your fishing poles with one hand and ride your bike with the other, this is a perfect way to go fishing at your favorite fishing hole. You slide the fishing pole handle in, and then your spool, your wheel, will go down this track, and it'll get stuck and stop right here. So your fishing pole handle will continue to go right out here and probably stop right about here. And the reason why it'll stop is because the spool is going to stop it right there, so it's not going to slide all the way through. And it's just clamped on right there. I do have two of them, one on each side, as you can see. An absolute must for a fisherman. So you can have your fishing poles on your back. It'll probably look like a huge CB antenna radio, like a CB antenna, but that's okay, right? And you could set it to any angle you want, but in this way the angle will be going back in an angle instead of straight up or towards you. You can go back in an angle. And if you're a fisherman, hey, get that front basket, tackle box, whatever fishing equipment you want, a cooler, case of beer, right there. It'll fit. Got your huge rack in the back. Got a bag. Perfect for all your gear. So anyway, this is Nelson with the E-Ryders channel. I just kind of wanted to go over all these really cool Himiway accessories, along with some that I've also added. I think they're really cool. And if you like that, check out the Himiway website. And if I have any coupon codes, I'll put that down below as well. This is Nelson, and once again, thanks for watching. Catch you later.